Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu Echad. Shema, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu Echad. Shema Yisrael, Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu Echad. Say Shema, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu Echad. Shema Yisrael, Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu Echad. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh, your power is one power. Hallelujah. We thank you, Yahweh, for this Shabbat day you have granted us. We are no better than anybody else. We are all sinners in front of thy sight, and we recognize that we have flaws as everybody else. But through your mercy and compassion, you have left the breath of life in us during the week that we may strive to be better and to do better. Pray that you continue to improve our lives, give us more wisdom, understanding, and knowledge as we go on this truth, that you may transcend us from the brute men that we used to be yesterday to a new man of today. Refine us, O Yahweh, put us in the furnace as gold and return us as precious. We pray that you continue to bless your people and your nation, which is in the process of awakening. Keep us safe that the wicked one and the evil one do not touch us and do not die of the flame that's inside of us. We pray that you continue to grow us in this truth, that we may be a light and example to everyone that watches, that to the end, that thy people may finally find true leaders, may finally find men of competence, of skills and knowledge and wisdom that they may follow. Bless this community, bless every members, everyone that attend. Let the blessing is evident in their lives as they leave this place. They may surely see that there was a blessing. Give us wisdom and knowledge and understanding and words that are enough to edify thy people, and that to the end they may work toward thy perfection. Pray for all those that are in prison, in jail, all those that are going through tough time, all those that are suffering at the hospital, that you may pass by them and bring comfort and bring peace and bring good tidings to the end, that they may be recomforted and may be healed and may be made whole and may be made financially better in all aspects of life, that you may bless our people. Redeem our soul from the wicked one. Redeem our soul from the present evil world. Give us sound mind, sound doctrine, and sound knowledge and wisdom, that we may stand in the midst of a perverse generation. Pray that you speak to your people through us, for we are as the beast of the field, but Yahweh, you have all wisdom. We pray in the name of the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, the perfect one, toward Tamyan. Amen. La Shabbat, you may be seated. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. May the Most High bless you in this great Shabbat day. May He continue to answer all your prayers, all the things you have asked of Him. So thank you for coming out. And it's always a privilege that the Most High grant me to speak in front of you and choose me to edify your soul in this great Shabbat day. We're not better than anybody, but only through His mercy and His grace and His favor that we are here today. So welcome to our Shabbat day, and all those that are online, the Most High bless you and welcome to the house of knowledge, GYC community. Remember to subscribe, like, and share our videos. This is the only way you can share this truth. Remember, as Matthew 28:19 says, if we teach the gospel, then the end shall come. The end of this wicked empire will not come without the truth reaching all four corners of the world. The only way you bring down the lies of this society is to make the light shine to the utmost part of the earth. There's no if and but. If you want to bring the end of the wicked empire, the Bible says the word shall be preached among all nations, then shall come the end. All the world need to know that they've been lied to, that we are the children of Israel, that Christ wasn't a white man. You understand? They've been lied to concerning the Bible from A to Z. The only way that the end of this wicked empire comes, that's if you share this gospel and make it happen today in this day and age. We do not have to travel to Germany. We do not have to travel to Africa. We do not have to go to Asia. But all we got to do is click a share button. And guess what? It's already in Germany. Understand? So the work Paul and Peter had to do, we don't have to do them. These men had to travel great miles in length to preach the gospel. But all that the Most High requires in these last days is not to travel, it's just to share. See, you're in a privileged generation. You do not have to do all these perilous journeys that Paul had to do. All you got to do is what? Is share. It's literally, there's a word for sharing the gospel now. Just share it. You understand? Like the videos, comment, and so the algorithm can carry it further. That's all you got to do. So my name is Minister Yeshua with GYC Community. GYC meaning gathering Yahweh's children. So our only mission is to gather the true children of Yahweh, those that are willing to keep the law, no matter good time, bad time, rainy days, snowy day. These men are here to keep the Most High law. And as the Bible says in Matthew 7, that only a few find a way of life. For narrow is the way that leads to life. It's hard. It's difficult. It's difficult for you. It's difficult for me. It's difficult for each one of us. We all have to embrace our own challenges walking this path. So welcome again. Feel free to be home. This is your home. So we have a very good subject today, even you children. Everybody, take your pen and paper. Let's go to our journey. Deuteronomy 7 and 6 to open up.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art in the holy people unto the Most High thy power.
Right?
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Read.
For thou art in the holy people unto the Most High thy power.
You are what kind of people to the Most High?
Holy people unto the Most High thy power.
Most High say you're holy. Holy means separate. You're different. And you can see the so-called black men and native men, we are different in this planet, man. You can't say we're not different. We're cooler. We dress better. The way we do things show that we are different, man. Even when we're dying, we're cool. We're cool as a cucumber. You understand? Their nation ain't got no swag like we do. They can run and be strong like we are. Even the nations know we're stronger, we're better. They know that. But again, as a bull, we've been taught we got no strength. So therefore, we let a child lead us. But with the bull, if we just knew we were the bull and we have the power and the strength and the might and the knowledge and the wisdom and the craft, but we've been downtrodden so much, we've been told that we're nothing so much, we actually believe it. And we've been told that we are dumb, so we stay in the dumb state, smoking all day, But the minute our people apply their mind to wisdom and knowledge, we excel everybody. Understand? The minute, as they say, the most dangerous man on the planet is a black man that's focused. If you focus every day, you're reading, you're understanding, you're the most dangerous black man. You're the most dangerous man on the planet. You understand? But it requires focus. Yeah, you are God. You are the child of the Most High. You got strength and power and swag. You understand? But yet, the Most High say, my people's dying for what?
For lack of knowledge.
For lack of knowledge. We don't have the knowledge. The only thing we don't want to focus on is actually inquiring knowledge. If we only do that, guess what? Above all nations, all nations. You understand? The knowledge is all the only thing we're missing. We got the strength, the power, the swag.
We will be dominant.
You understand? We just need some more knowledge. So let's get to our lesson today. Welcome. So the question is, can we take blood? Over the years, Jehovah Witness, according to research is made by a doctor, which we are about to show you right now. I'm going to bring you the name of the doctor that made the research. That doctor's name is Dr. Osamu Muramoto. It sounds Japanese to me, from Japan. He made a research in 2016 and discovered more than 594 Jehovah's Witnesses die each year as a result of not being allowed blood transfusion. And since 1961, approximately 30,000 have already died because they said no to blood transfusion. The Jehovah's Witness is a sect worldwide now that teach people that blood transfusion is against the Most High God. So as a result, brothers and sisters, you know what word can do to people. This is why we need to be careful with the kind of word we put in our hearts and our mind. Not saying yet if it's against the Bible, but in general term, the Bible say you have to have the spirit of discernment, meaning being able to decipher what's good and what's bad for you. But unfortunately, people follow people blindly in this world we live in. Again, not touching on the blood yet. But it's a fact that people have killed themselves over a pastor that say you should do it. We have David Koresh, right? Remember? David Koresh led many followers to commit suicide because he said, they're going to heaven. But really, FBI was after. So instead of destroying his business, he went with everybody. He went out with a bang. He killed many women and children. So words are very important, especially when you're using the Most High word, because the Most High word is the most powerful thing on the planet. A lot of people don't understand how powerful this word is. It can really convince anyone to do anything. In the one hand, this Bible is the most lethal weapon. Right? And in fact, we came to slavery believing the white man that, if we work, we're going to heaven. Obey your master. The Bible was in the wrong hand for centuries. And how do I know it was in the wrong hand? Get me Psalms 148 and 14. Let's show you how it was in the wrong hand. And being in the wrong hand, a lot of things have gone under this earth, under this heaven, that have been so destructive to many people. It's not the Bible's fault. You can have a weapon in your hand, you use it to defend yourself. Or you can use it to rob people. But is it the weapon's fault? The weapon cannot shoot nobody unless somebody pull the trigger. Come? So the Bible has nothing to do with a wicked man that's used it unlawfully. Right? But unfortunately, the true light of the world have been hidden. We are the light of the world, the Israelites. We are the one that's supposed to bring the light out to the world that they may know what is the will of the Most High. But unfortunately, that's what happened when you reject knowledge. Nobody have the knowledge of the Most High. Read that, Ak.
Psalm 148 verse 14.
Bring it out.
He also exalted the horn of his people.
Read on.
The praise of all his saints. Even of the children of Israel. A people near unto him. Praise ye Yahweh. Right.
Praise the Most High. He exalted. Get me Psalm 147 verse 19 right quick too. So he exalted the word of his saint. His people, the children of Israel. The children of Israel throughout the whole Bible from Genesis to Revelation, he worked his way toward one lineage of people that he has given his word. Read that.
Psalm 147 verse 19.
Read.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
Read on.
His statutes and his judgment unto Israel.
Read.
He had not dealt with so any nation, and as for his judgment, they have not known them.
So that's how I know it's in the wrong hand, because the Bible says he gave his word to Jacob, his statute and his judgment to Israel. And as for the other nations, meaning that are not Israelites, they are what?
They have not known his.
They have not known
them.
They have not known the Most High judgment, meaning how the Most High think. You see? Because in this day and age, we're living in a more modern time. So if you go into the Bible and actually trying to look for where the Most High say, do not give blood and take blood, you're going to be lost. But somebody who already know his father, he already understand through the spirit of his father what would the father want. Because like Hamashiach say, me and my father, we are one. If you become one with the Most High, you already know what message he would convey in that situation. Okay? So now, first of all, before we begin, you will not find any verse that tell you do not take blood. Okay? You will not find it. There's no evidence for it. So that means someone should be careful moving into this area. All right? But let's move on regardless. Let's see what the Father would want us to preach today. Okay. Tripping. So, first of all, there's a lot to look at before you can make a call when it comes to blood, right? First, we need to understand, how does the Bible view blood? And the Bible view blood in 5 ways, right? The number one, blood represents life. That's where, as they say, the soul sit in the blood, right? Let's go to Leviticus 17, verse 11. Let's read that right quick. So we need to understand the whole context of blood in the Bible, okay? Leviticus 17, verse 11. Read that.
Leviticus chapter 17, verse 11.
Bring it out.
For the life of the flesh is in the blood.
Is where?
Is in the blood.
The life of the flesh is in the blood. Read.
And I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that marketh an atonement for the soul.
Read that one more time.
Leviticus chapter 17, verse 11.
Read.
For the life of the flesh is in the blood.
Is in where?
Is in the blood.
The life of the flesh is in the blood. Read on.
And I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls.
Right, read on.
For it is the blood that marketh an atonement for the soul.
It's the blood that make atonement. But the main thing the Most High trying to convey here is that the blood, the life is in the blood. Get me Genesis 9 and 4 as well, to solidify that stance. So we will do a thorough investigation in the Bible about blood. What does the Bible say? What would the Most High want? How does the Most High view blood? Okay, read.
Genesis chapter 9, verse 4.
Read.
But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat.
You shall not eat. Read on.
Verse 5. And surely your blood of your lives will I require at the hand of every beast. Will I require at it at the hand of every man. At the hand of every man, brother, will I require the life of a man.
Right, so blood will be required from everything that kill it and take it. So because blood is the life, right? Okay, so that's the first aspect in the Bible. So the question now we should ask ourselves, since blood is life, is does blood transfusion alter our lives? If you take blood from somebody, does it alter your life? Because it says blood is life. Okay? Does it change anything in your life? Right? The second thing we will see about blood is, number 2, is the significance of the bloodline. The bloodline have to be considered before you take blood from somebody else, right? How will that affect your bloodline, your children? Does it even affect your children? It's a great question. Let's get Luke 2 verse 4. Again, we're not answering these questions now because the only thing that will help us is scientific research, right? To see, the implication of blood in scientific world. What do they say? We have tons of research coming up, so hopefully we can find an answer to these questions.
Luke chapter 2 verse 4.
Read on.
And Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house of a lineage of David.
You see the lineage of David. So the bloodline not only, again, it's not only life, it reproduces life. So your blood is a sacred thing in the sight of the Most High. But the question is, should we take blood? Because your blood will determine your future. The lineage of David, whom Mashiach, whom we call Christ, descended from, it's a pure lineage. It goes from one blood to another blood. And every blood marker and lineage is unique. So should we go ahead and mix our blood with somebody else? Okay, we will see. We shall see. All right? So we will answer those questions as we continue. The third thing the Most High look at about blood is your very salvation. Look at that. Let's look at Psalm 72 verse 14. Let's check this verse out. The very salvation in your blood. You might think, oh, that has nothing to do with anything. Well, let's see. Psalm 72, 14.
Psalms chapter 72 verse 14.
Read on.
And he shall redeem the soul from deceit and violence. And precious shall the blood be in his sight.
So your blood is precious in the Most High's sight. When he redeemed you or when you die, the blood of Abel was precious to the Most High. He cried toward the Most High. Okay? Why does the blood cry? Because if you spill blood, the blood will cry to the Most High because that's where the life resides. That's why when Abel died, his blood was, the Most High say, I heard Abel's blood crying to me. How is it able to cry to the Most High? That's where the soul is. That's where the soul is. So the Bible says precious is the blood of those that are killed in my name. You understand? So it's a precious thing. The question is,
whenever you kill somebody, the Most High already know because they're so quiet to the Most High.
That's it. He cried to the Most High. So the question is now, will blood transfusion compromise my salvation? It has to be answered. Okay? And the fifth way the Most High look at blood in the Bible is uncleanliness. Blood is something that carry pathogens and that carry many viruses, and the Most High give us warning or give us laws concerning to stay away from blood. Let's read that in Leviticus 15:19. 15:19. Blood is something that we shouldn't entertain with the Most High. Now, we also saw earlier that blood is used as a way for atonement, for sin. Yeah, actually, we're on the fourth. We're on the fourth, but there's a fifth that we're going over. Leviticus 15, verse 19.
Leviticus chapter 15, verse 19.
Read on.
And his eyes are upon them that fear him, and he knoweth every work of men.
He knows every work of men.
Verse
20. Leviticus 15. Leviticus, brother. Where are you, bro? I don't know where he's at. Leviticus 15, verse 19.
Leviticus chapter 15, verse 19. And if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall be put apart 7 days.
Right?
And whosoever toucheth her shall be unclean until the even.
So the Most High, he's not trying to be annoying when he tells you, women, if you got blood, stay home. It's same for men. If you read the whole chapter in Leviticus, I think 15, right? It tells you even men too, if you got any blood, you got some kind of disease where blood is coming out, you got some kind of wound where blood is coming out, stay away. And it's now back then people like, yeah, this is ridiculous. This is slavery. Why all doing all that? But until the white men discover, wait a minute, the blood is the most dangerous thing on the planet. Blood carry all kind of virus. And if you come in, even at your job, they tell you, right? There's bloodborne pathogen that you shouldn't touch. If you see blood, there's procedures. You got to wear gloves. But before that, the white men and all these, they had black plagues and all kind of plagues. The nations were plagued with all kind of diseases because they didn't know how to use blood. You see, that the white men, they would call the Bible the Stone Age knowledge, right? But in the Stone Age, the Most already told us, don't mess with blood. Meaning we had even more knowledge compared to this time. It's only now they're finding out blood got so much issue with it, especially when you come in contact with it. So the Most High was way ahead of time. The Bible was way ahead of time when it comes to blood. Okay? So the Most High is not telling you to not come to congregation because you're nasty or, that's discrimination. We hate women. Okay? That's because that's how the Bible says, I will take all diseases from among you. It's not by magic, it's by us practicing safety and precautions. You understand? That's how you take diseases away from you. So now, that being said, the last thing I want to touch on is blood consumption. Get me Genesis 9 verse 4. Genesis 9 verse 4. I think we touched that a little bit.
Genesis chapter 9 verse 4.
Read on.
But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat.
You cannot eat the blood in the flesh. This is why. Let me get that precept right quick. Let's go in Proverbs right quick. Give me 1 second. Proverbs 12:27. And that's something that we see in our community. We're going to touch on it right quick. Sometime you may say, well, I don't eat blood, but let's see. Don't you?
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 27.
Read.
The slothful man wasted not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of a diligent man is precious.
So the slothful, what is a slothful man? A lazy person. Instead of taking their time to cook the food, they don't even take their time to roast it. They just want to eat it right away. You understand? They don't take their time. And I remember I went to Walmart and I bought something. When I opened it, I started eating, but I'm like, something not right with this turkey. When I opened it, there was blood still in there. You understand? Like, you cannot cook something. You got to take your time and cook it until there's no blood that appear inside of that meat. You understand? So that's why the slothful men do not take their time to roast their food. You understand? They do not. So when you cooking as Israelite, and I've seen it. I went among some brothers. They offered me meat. When I opened the chicken, there was still blood in there. So sometimes even our people don't take our time to cook the food. The blood have to be fully cooked. You cannot see any little red inside of it.
Well done.
You understand? Well done. Like cooked. The blood is cooked. The meat is cooked. Totally cooked. Take your time and cook it. The Bible says only a slothful man don't take their time to cook what they have.
What are you washing for?
Understand? Why are you rushing? Are you a Russian? Thought of saying that. You had a question, young brother? You had a question too?
Proverbs 12, verse 27.
24. Oh, no. 27. 27.
12, 27.
You had a question, young brother? Okay, Khan. Young brother over there, you have a question? What's your question? For DNA?
We'll get to
Right,
that.
so that's what we'll get. That's one of the questions we asked earlier and we intend to answer. So we're moving on. So right now we're in consumption of blood. Number one thing, the Most High insist. And let's see that in 1 Samuel, brother. Israel actually ate blood at one point and the Most High was upset with them. You understand? And they didn't cook the food fully. And the Most High was, not the Most High, but the king at that time was upset. Because the people just go ahead and eat that thing. They didn't even take their time. There was blood coming out of that thing. The Most High don't deal with that. When you're cooking that chicken, make sure that it's deep fried, that the blood is cooked, no red, no rare medium, none of that. We Israelites, bro. You understand? As my wife used to tell me that there's a restaurant she used to work in, Esau would say we need it, what? Rare? Rare. No, not medium, rare. Like those things, they only put it, they just put it, they put the steak in the pan and just 1, 2, 3 and just give it to Esau. And you see Esau eating and blood flowing down. We wonder why they're sick. You understand? That thing not cooked, bro. You know how many diseases come from blood, bro? If you don't cook that thing, make sure that the blood is well cooked. You're going to get sick. That's what we're talking about. Okay? And you wonder why Esau, you're looking at Esau's feet and he's all rotten while he's standing, bro. Because they be eating all these medium rare and this food, man.
Not healthy.
They're rotten on feet. You understand? Read that, bro.
1 Samuel 14, verse 32.
Read that. Let's see how wicked Israel done that wickedness, man.
1 Samuel 14, verse 32. 1 Samuel 14, verse 32. Everybody got it? Gone. And the people flew upon the spoil and took sheep and oxen and calf and slew them on the ground, and the people did eat them with blood.
They eat them with what?
They eat them with blood.
They eat them with blood, man. Read on.
Verse 33. Then said Saul, then they told Saul, saying, Behold, the people sin against the Most High.
They will do what against the Most High?
They sins against the Most High.
Read on.
And that they eat with the blood. And he said, Ye have transgressed, roll a great stone unto me this day.
Right, roll a great stone. Meaning the punishment was the people was going to roll a great stone. You understand? You sin against the Most High. If you eat anything with blood in there, bro, I don't care it's a little bit of blood, a bunch of blood, make sure that food is cooked. You understand? The Most High won't deal with that. Okay? The Most High sees its wickedness. It's not only wickedness against the Most High, but against yourself. Because that blood is not cooked. You understand? If you're making that chicken, you're making that beef, make sure you check inside of it to see if it's cooked. If it's not, let it roll, man.
Don't be washing. Take time. If you cannot do it.
Again, don't be rushing. You're not a rush. Right? So now, let's keep moving. Another thing, too, we need to understand about this verse right here, where it says, thou shalt not eat blood. That's what the Jehovah's Witness used to say, no blood transfusion. Because the Bible says the life is in the flesh, thou shalt not eat blood. Anything with blood, they say, well, yeah, that's why we're not going to do blood transfusion. But now the question is eating blood and blood transfusion actually the same? So this is questions we will also answer as we move on. But before we answer these questions, let's go over the biblical perspective on health. How does the Most High look at health in general? So now we see the blood perspective. Now we see how the Most High look at your health. Is it important to him or not? You understand? So this is going to help us balance our subject today. Ecclesiasticus 30 verse 15. The book of Ecclesiasticus. If you're new to this channel, if you're new to our community, this is in the Apocrypha. Apocrypha was originally in the Bible but removed by the Catholic Church. But it's totally legit. It promotes them. The only way you will know a book is legit, it's promoting God's laws. If it's saying God's laws are done away with, run. You understand? So, to the law and to the testimony. That's why it's saying Isaiah 5:20. To the law, to the testimony. If they don't speak so, there's no light in them. So the light is all about God's laws and discipline. If someone not teaching you that, then teaching you nothing. You see? Read that. Ecclesiasticus 30 verse 15.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 verse 15.
Bring it out.
Health and good estate of body are above all gold.
Are above what?
All gold.
The Bible says health and good estate of your body is above all gold. There's so many rich people that dying with a bag of money, man. But the doctor say, they say, doctor, I'll give you my fortune. Heal me. The doctor say, I can't help you. I can give you all my house and everything. I'm sorry. This disease in this stage 4. You going with all that bag of money. And I've known there's a guy, he worked so hard for 60 years, nonstop. This guy barely sleep. Because he said around 60, I'll retire and enjoy my money. The day he retired, he was sick. He went to the hospital, cancer, stage 4. You see? So he worked so hard, he forgot his body. You see, there must be a balancing thing. You're making money, but remember your health. Because trust me, your health, money cannot buy health. You can buy a portion of it, but certain diseases, you cannot, the money, like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Right? So as you're working, remember your health is above gold. That's what the Bible, gold is the most precious metal on the planet. So don't put anything above your health, man. There's certain jobs too, you're working like mechanic shops. I heard a lot of these shops, the things you spray, they give cancer. Be careful. Okay, I know you're trying to get that money, but if it's going to kill you, don't do it, man. Because you're going to suffer a lot before you die. See, there's a guy recently, he died. He had cancer, but he spent 25 years in a mechanic shop. I think body work, spray painting, and like before he died, man, this man was crying like a baby. He was in pain, man. Pain. That all that chemical is killing you. So just remember your health. The Most High look at your health above gold. So think about it that way. So health is very important to the Most High, right? Now he does have his laws concerning blood. You cannot eat blood. Your salvation, your bloodline. You don't. There's another aspect of blood too. Remember we talk about bloodline. Deuteronomy 7:3 say you're not gonna mix yourself with the other nations. But health is also above everything else. Let's go to Luke 5 verse 31. Let's keep moving down the line. How does the Most High look at health? Health is precious. That's the number one thing we see. The book of Luke 5 verse 31.
Luke chapter 5 verse 31.
Bring it out.
And as ye will that men should do to do.
You in Luke 5:31? Because you're starting bad already. I don't know. That's it, brother.
Luke chapter 5 verse 31.
Read on.
And Amashiach answering said unto them,
Read.
They that will need not a physician.
Read it. Take your time. Go ahead.
And Amashiach answering
Read.
said unto them, They that are whole need.
Whole?
Whole.
Not whole.
Whole need
there we
a
go.
physician.
Right. They that are whole need not a physician. Read on.
But they are that sick.
They that are sick. If you're sick, you need a physician. Because I know a lot of people, even in the truth, you'll find Israelite that say, brother, we do not go to the doctor.
You need to do a checkup.
Right? You'll meet somebody that tell you, man, so many doctrine in Israel, man. You see, brother, like, listen, the doctors are the devil. Even I'm dying, I ain't going to no doctor. The Bible says, they that are whole. If you fine, you don't need no physician. But if you sick, you're sure. Right now, you're talking about you don't need no doctor. But wait till you're sick. I would like to see if you're still not going. Doctors are very important, even in the Bible. If you're sick, you need a physician. And what do you need him for? Because he have knowledge that you don't have. He studies certain things that you don't study. He got technique. He got skills that you do not have, that possessed. So when you go to him, he's going to find the best way to help you out. But what if you say, I don't need that help? Then you whole. You don't need no physician. Right? So now let's keep moving. We will answer a question. Get me Ecclesiasticus 38 verse 1 to 15. They that are whole need no physician. But if you're sick, you need a physician. But what if you go to the physician and say, listen, the only way to save you is blood transfusion? The only way. There's no alternatives. What should you do? What you got, Ida? Ask them for help? Okay, that's it. To help you. You better ask for some help. Read on.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 verse 1.
Read.
Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the use which ye may have of him.
So the Bible says honor a physician. Right? Honor him. Respect him for the work that he does. So you see, that's why a lot of people die. But they say it's the Bible. It's not the Bible. Your family, when you die, you refuse to go to a hospital. Then your family say, he was in that cult that tell him not to go to doctors. But it's not the Bible that told you that. Somebody told you. The Bible say honor a physician, bro. You understand? If you sick, go to a doctor. Go see a doctor. Don't sit there, man. I ain't going to no doctor. Especially men, bro. We hate doctors. You know? Men hate doctors, bro. We may be dying, we ain't going. That's why the women live longer in this day and age. Because our men, bro, like, we see that needle, that's it. We ain't coming back.
You have to do your regular checkup every year. It requires for you to do it.
You understand? We need to do better as black men in this country, man. You ask the black men, when's the last time you had a checkup? Like, I don't know, bro. And our women, every year, they be checking. If they're sick, they go to the doctor. But, man, we're trying to be strong black men. But listen, man, that's not the point. For you to be strong, you might need a physician. If you need your checkup, get your checkup done. Again, we're not promoting doctors here, but we're showing you that the Most High tell you to honor doctors and physicians. What you got? You say it costs.
But if you don't do it, it will cost your life.
It does. It does cost. You know, unfortunately, in our situation, a lot of time is due to financial hardship. I can understand that. But remember, at the end of the day, health is above gold. Meaning it's above the money that even if you pay for it, even if you can take some insurance, it's expensive, but health is above gold. That's a valuable lesson the Most High is saying. Sometimes you might be like, I don't need no insurance, but until you're sick, bro. See, you might say, oh, $200 a month.
That's too much money, man.
Whatever you can get, brother, the Bible says, seek, thou shalt find. Ask, they shall open for you. Knock. So meaning, there's always a way. You see, the Bible says, ask and knock. If we knock and ask, it shall be open to us. We need to figure out how to get insurance, how to get ourselves set up. In case we sick, that we good. You understand? Because right now, I saw one of the hospitals, you know what they were doing? They were putting the elderly on the curbs. Yeah, bro. They're like, you don't have insurance.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they put them, go die, bro.
Wait, here?
Right.
Because you didn't have no insurance?
Right. He even mentioned the hospital. Oof. Natural Asian medicine. Yeah. Well, yeah. That, the cost is bad. Is bad. As I say, the best thing to do is knock and ask. You can call agencies. They can even help you with Medicaid. You understand, especially if your income is low. But it's a question of not staying, in saying things are expensive and trying to do something. So remember to prepare before you get sick. That means to ask. There's many agencies. You can go on Google and be like Medicaid agencies. You can call somebody. They'll give you advice. I'm sure there's other programs that I don't know about that could be in play that someone could help somebody get the insurance you need. But please, before you're sick, do something. I don't know what you're gonna do. If it's your own insurance, you're gonna put in your motion. By example, say, I'm gonna put $10 instead of paying these people money. I'm gonna put my $200 down in my little safe. You understand? Monthly, and create my own safety net. Somehow, my own health net. That in case something happen, I have something. Just do something. And that's that. But let's go back to our subject. So now, where were we? So Ecclesiasticus 38. So the Bible says, honor a physician.
For the Lord had created him.
Read louder.
For the Lord had created him.
The Most High.
For the Most High had created him.
Right. The Most High created the physician. The Most High is the one. None of what's happening on the ground, the Most High don't know about. See, the Most High created him. Read on.
Verse 2. For the Most High come healing, and he shall receive honor of the king.
Right. So from the Most High come healing. You may go to a doctor and he mess you up. You can go to a doctor and you end up dying. But that's what the Most High is he that gives you the real healing. And that gives them the wisdom. Because sometimes you go to the doctor and they tell you that's your problem, but that's not really your problem. They make a scan, but they don't really see what your problem is. And they say, I think that's the problem. Especially now there's new technology with AI. They have a new system now. They'll type in your symptoms and AI will suggest what to give you. That's your life in the hand of AI. You understand? So this is how it's going to go now. So, but healing comes from the Most High. Just pray the Most High. Maybe AI will be smart enough to give you the right medicine. You understand? But again, that's where we are right now with technology. But read on.
Verse 3. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head.
Right. Read on.
And in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration.
So the Most High recognize that a physician have skills. It does. The Bible never talk about the kind of skill a doctor should possess and how the procedure should be done. But the Most High also concur that a doctor have skills. Con? Right? So that means what? The Most High also recognize there is new invention, new things that they're doing to help you out. Those are the skills that the Most High recognize. He doesn't go in specifics, but one of the skills is that they're able to give blood transfusion. It's a skill they have. All right, read on.
Verse Verse 4.
Uh-huh.
The Most High had created medicines out of the earth,
Right?
and he that is wise will not abhor them.
Right. While we're in the subject, a lot of people don't want to drink tea, you know, like I was, you know. I'm not talking about them Walmart tea, man. The regular hard old tea that our parents used to give us, brother. That thing bitter. Now you got some tea, man. You don't even taste nothing. You know, them old natural tea, brother, before you drink it, my mom used to give us candy on the side or something. You know, or she made sweet tea and bitter tea. You're going to drink the bitter first before you get to the sweet. You know, so that being said, you know, but some people don't like natural medicine. Some people, they're sick. You tell them take that leaves, they think it's voodoo, man. Or that, oh, you telling me some voodoo. Leaves have nothing to do with voodoo, brother. It's the Most High made medicine. He sent us here with medicine. All these leaves are medicine. Sometime, even at my house, the Most High showed me so many medicine with leaves. Sometimes people at my house get sick and people say, you need to take them to the hospital. I'm like, not yet. I pray first and I apply some leaves. Most of the time, I don't even have to go to the hospital. Because sometimes when you bother these doctors so much, they'll give you a bad shot, bro. You know, every little cold you got, you run to the doctor. Every little thing, you run to the doctor. If there's a leaf that can heal you, man, boil some tea and that's it. You don't have to go bother them and increase your bills. You see? So the Most High said leaves come from the ground. If you wise, you're not going to despise them leaves, man. Some people hate leaves. They don't want teas. You tell them to do teas, they think it's voodoo. There's a lady I know. Someone had a dream. He had a son that's sick. And someone had a dream in Haiti, of course. And tell her to take some 3 leaves and give to her son. She's like, man, that's voodoo stuff. I'm a Christian woman. I don't do voodoo, dream and leaves. The son died. I bet when he get to the Most High, they say, why didn't you heal my son? I prayed. So, well, I say, you foolish. I sent somebody to give you the medicine, but you say those were voodoo stuff. Did voodoo create any leaf? No, they don't. All these leaves are medicine, man. If only, I hope one day I could have a class to show you guys the meaning of these leaves, man. By looking at the leaves, you can tell what it does. By looking at the plant and the fruits, you can tell what it does. By example, you got strawberry. It looks like a heart. And it's red. You can see it's for the blood circulation because you have little holes on it. The little holes show oxygen. All these plants already have markers that show us what to do with them. That's another class. All right? All right, let's keep moving.
Verse 5. Was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known?
Right. You remember the water of Meribah? When the water was bitter and the people complained, and Moses had to throw a piece of wood in the water, and then the water turned sweet. So it wasn't magic. It's just the nature of that wood. It take anything bitter and make it sweet. Right? We don't know which. I wish I knew which tree is that. Interesting. Read on.
Verse 6. He had given me skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works.
Right. So the Most High give him skill that he may be honored, not despised. Read on.
Which such doth he heal men and take away the pains.
Right. When they give you medicine, the medicine, men don't create no medicine. They just make composition, mix different, herbs, and that's how they have those medicine they give you. It's herbs.
From the ground still.
Read on.
Of such doth the apothecary make a confection, and of his works there is no end. Right.
Read on.
And from him is peace over all the earth.
Right. That's why we kind of have some peace. Read on.
My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Most High.
Do what?
But pray unto the Most High.
The first thing first, before you go to the doctor, is to do what, kids?
Pray unto the Most High.
We need to pray. Before you go there, before you even leave, pray the Most High, man. Right? Read on.
and he will make thee whole.
He'll make thee what? Whole. Not whole, brother.
Whole.
That's it.
He make you whole.
He'll make you whole, man. You say pray the Most High, then he's gonna fix you. Right? A lot of time after prayer, you may actually end up being better. You don't even need the doctor. Right? Read on.
Leave off from sin.
Leave off from what?
Leave off from sin. Because
sometimes it's sin, man. You're sinning. You eating that swine flesh. Or you eating something. By example, I'll give you a quick example. I bought a candy not too long ago, those lollipops to give the kids. So, but I eat some, once in a day. But that thing, I read it. I didn't really see anything wrong with it. Right? So, and my wife dreamed that I had a heart attack, and she was taking me to the hospital. Then I started analyzing and the doctor was telling my wife in the dream that, I need to watch what I eat and things like that. So I'm like, okay, that's a message. What am I eating? Then when I do research on that little lollipop, I found out, it has fructose corn syrup in it. And I started to have some pain on my left side for real. The more I was watching out. So when I do research online about it, I see that they don't put it on the label, but they have it on there. So I don't eat it no more. Yeah, they're crafty, bro. So that's what the Most High is bringing out. Read on that.
Verse 10. Leave off from sin, and order thy hands aright.
Right. Read.
And cleanse thy heart from all wickedness.
Right. So sometimes this sin is not a sin you know about, or a lawful sin, like a sin that you can find in the law. But sometimes if you're eating something against your body that's not doing good for your body, you're sinning against your body in the Most High, because your body is the temple of the Most High. So be mindful what you eat. That's why when I go to the shop, I'll be reading everything Esau be looking like. There's a Edomite, as I was reading, she was taking a bread, and I read it, and I put it down. Esau like, I put it down too. It's like black people ain't eating. I ain't eating either. Something wrong with this. You understand? Because they don't even read. They just, take stuff. But when we go in there, we got to make sure you read and make sure you understand what's in there, bro. I found out many things. There's some juice they put that there was, his name was Kamini, the name. I'm like, what is that? Or Carmine or something. When I look up many research because they don't give it straight chemicals, but at the end of it, I find out those were bugs from South America. They quash those bugs and take the doo-doo inside of the bugs and put to conserve the drink. I'm like, oh, hey. It was it's called Jumex. Jumex. Was Jumex. Yeah, they had it in Dollar Tree. Jumex. You have something called Carmine. Something like that. But I found out the color was bugs they're crushing. So before you drink, and I was about to drink, and I'm like, before I drink this, let me look at what that means. You understand? If you don't read, man, they're gonna get you. And something called high fructose corn syrup, it's one of the main things that are killing people out there. Cancer, right? High fructose corn syrup is a high level sugar, man. A little bit make a whole gallon sweet, and it's cheap products. There ain't no more slave to give them cane sugar. Now they found a new way. Okay, so all these things you're drinking, man, they're the one killing you. Sometimes this sin is not a voluntary sin, but most likely a sin that you're not aware of. And something, if you don't feel good, start questioning what you're eating, man. Because every disease comes from two ways: the air, what you're breathing, and what you're eating. That's it. Or if you have accidents and stuff like that. But essentially, disease that's like natural coughing and things like that, most likely it's in the air, or it's what you're eating. So start questioning these two. That's where you begin troubleshooting disease, okay? So now let's keep moving. Read on.
Verse 11.
Uh-huh.
Give a sweet savor and a memorial of fine flour, and make a fat offering as not being. Then give place to the physician.
Do what?
Then give place to the physician.
Right. So after you done do your offering prayers to the Most High, the Bible says, man, if it don't work, give place to the physician. What does that mean to give place? Let him do his work. Let him do his work. But let's say you're a Jehovah's Witness and the physician said, the only way to save you, I can help you, is give you blood. And you say, nah. Are you giving place to the physician? No. You think you're the physician. Okay, so the physician can help you. The Bible says, after you done do your prayer, give place to the physician. Let him do his work. Because the Most High give him skill for that. He give him understanding for that. Read on.
Verse 12. Then give place to the physician, for the Most High had created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need him.
Don't let him go from you. Don't say something to upset him and be like, okay, I can't help you no more. You're finished. The Bible says you need him. Don't upset him. That's why when you go to the hospital, don't be arrogant. I've seen people be arrogant with nurse. I'm like, there's two people you don't mess with. Doctors and people that cook your food. Never mess with these two, bro. Never mess with your chef and your doctor, bro. Those two people you'd never mess with, ever.
I heard some stuff like from McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, that would mess you up, bro.
When you go in there, you've been wood to them.
Oh, yeah.
Out of your food.
Oh, man, they do things to you, bro. I told you, don't mess with your chef and with your doctor. Well, don't say it loud, brother. You can get... Again, as I said, there's two people you don't mess with. Your physician and your chef. Don't mess with these two, bro. No matter what they say to you, don't mess with them. Be nice. Yes, sir. You understand? Because, yeah, that's it. But please don't mess with these two. Because these one, they have potential to make your life a living hell. And I've heard people giving people HIV burgers and everything. Yeah, and you know. Oh. I can't say that online, brother. I'm sorry. That's terrible. They mess with the wrong guy. Don't mess with these people, man. I told you, your chef and your doctor, don't mess with them. The Bible says, give them place. Don't let him go from you. You need him. You understand? Because once he leave, he can decide to tell the nurse, just give him 2 doses of this. Put him out. Turn his light out. He's finished. You know, that's it, man. Don't mess with him. You know, get me Proverbs. Finish reading this.
Verse 13. There's a time when in their hands there's a good success.
Well, there's a time. A lot of time, you know, they give you good success. You'll go home in peace. Everything will be fine with you. You understand? Don't be too suspicious that the doctor is going to kill you. First of all, this is why we see healing is from the Most High. Before you go to the doctor, you pray the Most High. That the doctor is in a good mood. He didn't fight his wife and everything is good. That you meet the nicest doctor that actually care about you. Before you go, you pray the Most High. That everything goes right and they'll be able to troubleshoot you and figure out what's wrong with you and give you proper medication. Right? That's why you pray first. And that the Most High will lead the doctor to understand what's going on and give you proper medication. The healing is from the Most High. But in a lot of time, there's good success in their hand. Read on.
Verse 14. For they shall also pray unto the Most High that he will prosper that which they give for ease and remedy to prolong life.
Right. So, I mean, they should pray, but a lot of them don't believe in the Most High. So those are Israelite doctors. When we have Israelite doctor, if you're an Israelite doctor or nurse, before you give medicine, pray that the medicine work for the patient. Because you give him the wrong medicine, you get sued as well. So this is why, as an Israelite, if you're a doctor and nurse, pray before you give any medicine to anybody. If you're listening. If you're out there listening. Yes. Because even the doctor can give you the wrong prescription. You're not a doctor, you're a nurse, but you'll find soon you're going to be in court too. Because you're the one that handed that medicine. Okay, so that's why make sure that, sometime you might actually, if you pray the Most High, you see what might happen. The patient was about to drink the pill and something happened, it fell off his hand. All of a sudden he can't drink it, or something happened, he vomited. But if you didn't pray, guess what? They got you, man. Defield Beach courthouse soon, man. Pronto. They got you.
You lose your license and
everything.
You might even go to jail.
The consequence is endless. Read on.
He that sinned before his maker, let him fall into the hand of the physician.
Right. Let him fall into the... If you sin against the Most High, you will fall in the hand of your physician. Meaning you'll die at the hospital. If you sinning, if you eating that swan flesh the Most High told you not to eat, you understand? You'll end up in front of a doctor. That's where you die. That's where your journey ends. Okay? So sinners are the one that will die in front of the physician. But the physician will give good success to those that trust the Most High. Can't? You understand? So now that being said, we wanted to basically cover health and healing that we need to know. But let's do some research on blood transfusion. Let me see if I still got those here. It's okay. We're just gonna read them. Like if you have it, we're not gonna put it on the screen for time's sake because it would take some time to put that. So we'll be reading it for you. Pay attention. So the first one is why is blood transfusion is done. We will do some research on that. We did some research. So go ahead. Why is blood transfusion is done? What is the procedure? So first of all, we already see blood, how the Most High look at blood. We see how important blood is. We also see how physicians are important to the Most High. You can't say, the Most High even tell you, give place to the physician. Right? So now we will answer all 5 questions we had from the beginning. To remind you, those questions are, does blood alter your life? Because the soul is in the blood. Is eating blood the same as transfusion? We will answer the question of, does taking blood affect your bloodline, like your children that's coming? And we'll answer the question that says, will blood transfusion compromise your salvation? And the last question we will answer, with scientific research, will we become unclean perpetually if we take blood from somebody else? Because we know blood makes you unclean. Let's read the first article.
First article.
Mention where it comes from,
blood
the source.
Transfusion. Mayo Clinic. It's come from the Mayo Clinic.
What is it called? Yeah, Mayo Clinic. So a lot of people know Mayo Clinic. It's very popular, right? It's a high research center in the United States. Read on.
Overview. A blood transfusion is a routine medical procedure in which donated blood is provided to you through a narrow tube placed within a vein in your arm.
Right. So we all know that. So they use a tube and pump that blood in. You read on.
This potential life-saving procedure can help replace blood lost due to surgery or injury.
Right. So let's say you're having a surgery and you're losing blood. Now, in that case, a Jehovah's Witness would say, well, I don't need to take blood. What would happen? You'll die. You're losing blood during the surgery and you put on the note that you don't want no blood transfusion. You're a Jehovah's Witness. You're a goner. Then you finish. That's it. Read on.
A blood transfusion also can help if an illness prevent your body from making blood,
right,
or some of your blood's components correctly.
Right. Let's say if you got a bone marrow problem, right? Bone marrow is one of the things that help produce blood in your body, and you can't produce blood. You need blood, and again, there's no alternative. So now you're gonna listen to a religion that tell you don't take blood. You're done.
You're gonna die.
You're done. Better have that life insurance ready for you. There's nothing else. We don't.
Blood transfusion usually occur without complication. When complications do occur, they are typically mild.
They are mild. Okay, read on.
What is done? People receive blood transfusion for many reasons, such as surgery, injury, disease, and bleeding disorders.
Right, read on.
Blood has several components, including first one is red cell carry oxygen and help.
Okay, let's slow down. So you say the components of bloods,
including
right? Red cells. So we need to understand those because when we're gonna get in the DNA, how it affects you. So you need to understand the composition of blood. So the first one is red cells. Read.
Red cell carry oxygen and help remove waste products.
So you got the red cell. It's what help you with the oxygen and carry waste products in the body. Read on.
White cell help your body fight infections.
So white cell help your body with infection. That's what fight virus and things like that. Read on.
Plasma is the liquid part of your blood.
Right. So the liquid part you're looking at that you see that come out is not the blood. It's the plasma. Plasma is that liquid. Okay. Blood is not just the liquid that's flowing. When you see the liquid, blood, right? It look red. Well, it look red because there are red blood cells in there, right? Read on.
Platelets help your blood clot properly.
Right. You know, so the platelets is what actually keep the blood coagulated. So it's not too liquidish. You understand? So let's keep moving.
A transfusion provides the parts of blood you need.
Read on.
With red blood cells being the most commonly transfused.
Right. So when they give you blood, it's not everything they need. Sometimes it's just the red blood cell. Most commonly, it's red blood cells you need. Right? Read on.
You can also receive whole blood, which contains all parts.
Right. Sometimes they give you the whole thing with the white blood cells, but most commonly it's red blood cells you're going to get. Read.
But whole blood transfusions in common.
Right. It's not common. It's not common. Read.
Researchers are working on developing artificial blood. So far, no good replacement for human blood is available. Right.
So they're still working on artificial, but there's no alternative, brother. So if you don't want to take blood, I don't know, you just gonna die. There's no alternatives. Okay. So now we see what is blood transfusion. Let's get to the next article. Does blood alter your life or DNA, right? So let's get the next one. So pay attention.
What happens to the donor? What happens to the donors?
Call the source act. We need.
The source is CIMA. What does that stand for?
What's the website? SCIAM.
SCIAM.
The person that wrote it is from Mount Sinai School of Medicine, Michelle Ngung. Interesting. All right, go ahead.
Yes. What happens to the DNAs? What happened to the donor's DNA in a blood transfusion?
So what happened to you after you take blood, basically? So that's an interesting question, which will help us determine how much change the new blood will bring inside of us. Read on.
Studies have shown that donor DNA and blood transfusion recipient persists for a number of days.
A what?
A number of days.
Read on.
Sometimes longer.
Read on.
But its presence is unlikely to alter genetic tests significantly.
Significantly. So basically what they're saying is the blood that you receive the donor's blood, sometimes you got DNA in there, of course. But it persists for a number of days. Sometime a little bit longer, but after that it will dilute. Because what your body will do with the new blood, as we talked about earlier, is that it's going to give your body a jump start to generate its own blood. So the person's blood will not stay in your body forever. Right? It's not like you're running on somebody's blood.
At some point it's going to wash away.
So that blood is filtered by your liver, and it's also flushed among all the new blood that the body will generate using this blood. Because your body reproduces 5 gallons of blood every day. Everybody know if you went to science class, right? At least 5 gallons of blood. Your body regenerates 5 gallons of blood every day. So don't think that the blood you running on somebody's blood. You're not running on somebody's blood. Okay, that blood is just to save your life for that moment. Meanwhile, your blood can replace it. You understand? Because I don't know. Because that's what I used to think. I think you're running on somebody else's gas. You understand? But no. Okay. Read on.
Red blood cells, the primary component in transfusion, have no nucleus and no DNA.
So red blood cells don't have DNA. So most of the time what you just need is red blood cell. They'll give you red blood cell. That thing have completely no DNA. Read on.
Transfused blood does.
Read on.
However, holds a significant amount of DNA containing white blood cell.
White blood cell is where the DNA is. Read on.
Or leukocyte.
Leukocyst.
Around 1 billion cells per unit.
Read on.
Roughly 1/10 of even blood components that have been filtered to remove donor white cells can have millions of leukocytes per unit.
Right. So white blood cells, or however, have DNA, but as they said, it's not gonna affect you significantly. It will a little bit, but not as much as you think it is. Just like by example, when you do tests for your heart, because I went and do a test for my heart, there really is a little. I don't know if you guys ever have that test. It's a test if you got heart problem. They put you on a catwalk, like the exercise machine to walk, but they give you some kind of nuclear. It's literally uranium, so you can sweat almost immediately as you run, and your heart can beat fast. But it's dangerous. Uranium is dangerous. That's nuclear product. That's like your body being right. But the amount they give you, it's a dose that's not enough to kill you. It's the same way. The DNA you will receive from the person is not enough to affect your life, because soon your body will replace that blood anyway. So it's not going to do that much damage. But it does have effect. We will get some of the effects that it's going to do. Let's go to the next article, brother. The NY Post. Yeah. Let's see some side effects that sometimes people detect. NY Post. The link. Go back to the link. The second link on there. NY Post.
Can blood transfusion alter your personality? What the research says.
So that's from NY Post. All right. Written by Alex Mitchell. Published in October 23rd, 2003, recently. Read on.
Some blood transfusion recipients have reported change in the mood, behavior, even memories after undergoing the procedure.
Yeah, some people, not all, but some people that receive blood, sometimes they got mood change. And I know from firsthand there was a brother that received blood, and after the blood transfusion, this guy get angry for no reason. You understand? So yes, you will see some change, and some change are permanent. Now, I'm not saying that, but again, the question we will ask is, does living outweigh the risk of having some change? Okay? I don't think so. Would you choose to leave, or would you choose to, you have an accident, you're losing blood, and giving you blood, or having some mood change? Which one would you choose? I would choose to leave. But the question is the Most High against it? We will continue as we move forward. That's all I need in that article. The last thing is, does blood make you unclean by receiving transfusion? Because we know blood, the Most High don't deal with blood. Let's go to the last one from CDC.gov.
From CDC Center, Disease Control Center, Blood
Right.
Safety. Diseases and organisms. Diseases and organisms. The U.S. blood supplies is safer than it has ever been.
Read on.
However, any blood-borne pathogen has the potential to be transmitted by blood transfusion.
Yeah, there's a potential that you get a blood-borne pathogen from receiving blood transfusion. Read on.
Transfusion transmitted infection
Or TTIs. Read on.
TTIs are infection resulting from the introduction of a pathogen into a person through blood transfusion.
Right, through blood transfusion. It's possible. As the brother brought out earlier, some guy took blood and died after, because he got some blood-borne pathogen. It's not perfect. Read on.
A wide variety of organisms, including bacteria, viruses, prions, and parasites, can be transmitted to blood transfusion. To blood transfusion.
Read on.
The use of a standard donor screening questionnaire, as well as laboratory tests, help to reduce the risk of infectious organisms being transmitted by blood transfusion.
Right, so that's why they help reduce the risk. They will ask the donor, are you sick? Did you suffer this type of disease? Have you undergone surgery before? Certain question they'll ask you to determine, okay, what's the risk of that? And also they have laboratory tests that test the blood to see if it got certain disease in this day and age. Again, when we get me Proverbs right quick, 2 verse 6. Right, Proverbs 2 verse 6. Proverbs 2 verse 6.
Proverbs chapter 2, verse 6.
Read on.
For the Most High give wisdom out of his mouth.
Read on.
Come knowledge and understanding.
Right, that's it. Wisdom and knowledge, understanding come from the Most High, not Satan. So how did they understand they have to test and they have to find out if there's disease? A lot of this stuff they read in the Bible, they're asking themselves, why does the Most High don't want people to come in contact with blood? A lot of knowledge you see Esau have, they look at the Bible. And they're like, what's wrong with blood? Why people can't touch blood? Then that's where Esau is triggered to figure out what's wrong with blood. Why the Most High don't want them to use blood like that? So that's when they figure out, okay, we need to fight because blood got diseases. What you got? Of course, they're savages. Oh, 9 years. God. Right. Yeah. Wash your hand. Right. They're still don't living with their animals. Esau's still living with them animals for sure. Sleeping with them. And these animals, man, got rabies that bite you, you finished. They got fleas and stuff. So that's something that the Most High already taught us long ago in the Bronze Age. That's what he so called it. You in Bronze Age, we knew things that you just know now. You understand? But again, that's Esau to you. All right. So read that out. Proverbs 2:6. Read that again.
Proverbs chapter 2, verse 6.
Read.
For the Most High give wisdom, out of his mouth come knowledge and understanding.
Right, so understanding from the Most High. How did they understand to filter the blood, clean the blood, find out, have the understanding before I give somebody the blood, I need to clean it, I need to remove pathogens from it? It's from the Most High. It's from the Most High. The Most High gives the understanding. We seen earlier that the Most High gives the doctor the skills he needs to perform his work. Right? Let's keep going. Let's go back. So now, where are we at? Let's go back to the article. CDC. Use the mic.
Additional, the use of pathogen reduction technology, PRT, may help to further reduce the risk of TTI. PRT involves treating certain blood products with a pathogen inactivating agent soon after collection. In addition to potential limiting the number of TTI.
Right, so that's what they do. They're using more technology to clean them and make sure that there's no problem with it. So the last question we will answer, the two last questions. Based on the research we have, is eating blood the same as blood transfusion? Absolutely not. It's not, because eating blood become a diet when you're eating that every day. Right? And it's not cleansed enough for you to even consume it. Okay? Meanwhile, blood transfusion, there's a way to treat the blood, at least to do the best they can to remove TTIs. Them TTIs stay in your meat when you eat the blood like that. Okay? So, that being said, the next one is does it change your DNA? We already see a little bit. But the risk of you dying outweighs that. You understand? The next thing we see, does it affect your salvation? As we also see in those research, the blood is flushed. Okay, the body will produce your own blood at some point. That blood is just a jump start. A lot of the little amount of the donor's blood that's in your body is insignificant comparing to the mass amount of blood your body, the volume the body will produce every day. So no, your blood will regenerate. You're not carrying somebody else's blood as you might think. So it's still your own blood. You understand? So now, let's get the last part of our lesson. Get me Proverbs 7 verse 2 and Deuteronomy 8 and 1. So what is our conclusion? We see blood, how the Most High utilize blood. Health is good. Health is above all things. The Most High say honor the physician and the skills. We also see that blood have pathogen. We address it scientifically speaking with research. That we should not entertain eating blood. Right? But what is our conclusion based on these two factors? Compare health with blood and how the Most High look at it. This is how we look at it. Proverbs 7 verse 2.
Proverbs chapter 7 verse 2.
Read on.
Keep my commandments and live.
And do what?
Keep my commandments and live.
The Bible says keep the commandment and die. Does it say die?
Live.
So when you look at Genesis and all these laws that say do not eat blood, all these laws, if someone is using the law to say, man, you should not take blood transfusion, he's inviting you to die, not live. The commandment is supposed to help you live. The Most High said not to eat blood because there's pathogen in blood. And if you eat that, you will die. If you eat swine flesh, you will die. Everything that the Most High have given us is for us to live. The Most High will never tell you something that will kill you. The law is not designed to kill you. But how can we have 30,000 Jehovah's Witnesses die? Because there is one verse in the law that says thou shalt not eat blood. Because someone lied to them. Someone gave them the wrong interpretation of the Bible. The way we look at it as Israelite, The law is given for you to live. Right? The law is promoting life. You understand? If you're promoting something that kill me, then that's not the law. That's how we look at it. Finish reading that.
Proverbs 7 verse 2.
Read.
Keep my commandments and live. And my law as the apple of thy eye.
That's it. And the law never said do not take blood transfusion in an emergency. Again, the difference between consuming blood and taking a blood transfusion, the blood transfusion is a one-time thing. Barely affect you. But consuming blood every day as a habit, that will definitely affect your DNA. Because even with the blood transfusion, affect it a little bit. Now, I'm not talking about if you're consuming it every day. The Bible never said, we're not telling you go ahead and get blood transfusion every day. Unless you're kind of sick and you can't produce blood. Now they got to clean your blood, give you new blood. That's a whole new case. Right? But in fact, if you can avoid blood transfusion, at all costs do. If there's alternative, at all costs do. Because I know some people will be anemic. Right? Anemic? That's how they say it. Anemic? Thank you. Help my Haitian accent out here. Right? Some people be anemic, right? So a lot of time in Haiti, what do? We would eat carrots, beets. A lot of these, tomatoes, they got a lot of concentration of the same iron and components that make red blood cells. Those things can really help you. Sometimes we don't even have to go to the doctor for that. But let's say if you have an accident, you understand, and they're running with you, code red. And you say, I don't need no blood.
You're not going to make it.
That's it. You finished. Just call his parents. Make your last good wish, man. But don't say it's the Bible, though. Because when you get to the Most High say, why you refuse to take blood? Well, it says do not eat blood. It says, were you eating blood at that moment? You were not eating blood, brother. You were given transfused blood. And in the Bible, when the Bible says eat blood, meaning make it your diet. That's part of your diet. That's an everyday thing.
You know they make pudding blood? You know they make pudding blood?
I know. They make pudding, huh?
Yeah, they make pudding out of it.
No,
yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's of course that's Esau's delicacy. The Bible says the slothful men don't cook their food. They're slothful. Get me Deuteronomy 8 verse 1. And Proverbs 18 verse 21. Mm-hmm.
All the commandments which I command thee, this day shall you observe to do, that you may live.
That you may what?
That you may live.
That you may live, man. All the commandments the Most High give you is that you can live. The whole point of the commandments of the Bible is that you live. But why you choose to die? You understand? The whole point, the Most High wants you to live. That's the point. But if I'm in a situation, the only thing that can help me live is blood, then I'll live. But you're going to listen to your church and your pastor that cannot even prove clear that the Most High said do not take blood transfusion. You understand? And we already show you that blood doesn't really affect you that much, as we show. It does, but not that much. And consider you taking it once. Yeah, that's what I think. That's the same thing the sister said last night when we were discussing it. All praise. We're in the same spirit.
Oh, yeah. All
the Israelites need to have their own blood bank. That's it.
And we know that
That's
blood
it.
is clean. Yeah, it's
With Edomite blood and all that. That's it. I agree.
It's true.
All praises. Right. Come. Right, right, right. Right. It mess with your mind, man. Right. So what the brother is bringing out is that we need our own blood bank as Israelites, and I concur.
I agree
We
with
need
that.
our own blood bank. You know, instead of taking Edomite blood or random people's blood who you don't know. You know, I think that's where although it's insignificant how it can change your DNA, but it does. Although we said the risk of dying outweigh the little change, but it's still a change. But if you got Israelite blood DNA, does it really matter since we all come from Jacob? so we all come from Jacob. So that's something that we as a people need to think about. That we need to have our own blood bank. You know, so we know at least it's still Jacob. We still got that Jacob. Man. Not now we got some little Esau in you making you angry for no reason. so so I agree with that. So the Bible says keep those laws to help us live. So me and how we look at it at GIC, that the law is all about making you live. So there's no reason we will teach a gospel that invite people to die. It doesn't make any sense to us. You understand? Get me the last verse, Proverbs 18, verse 21, brother.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21.
Read on.
Death and life and the power of the tongue.
Right. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. Sorry, sis, online. We all our other mics are out. So this is why, because they're complaining about the brother speaking. They can't hear. They want to hear you too. But other mics are out. So that's why I mentioned what he said. But read that out.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21.
Read.
Death and life and the power of the tongue.
Death and life is in the power of the tongue. Read on.
And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
Right. If you love it, you'll eat the fruit thereof. Meaning, in your mouth, what you're saying can give life and death. Think about those 30,000 people that died because someone came with a doctrine like that. All these souls, the Most High going to require these souls from you, bro. Because the Most High never gave any law to kill people. Like anybody that tell you, I'm giving you the Most High say, man, let yourself die. That's not the law. The law say keep the law and live. I think that's the whole basis for the law. That you should live in peace. That you do not have any problem with your neighbor. That you know how to keep yourself from bad food. And how even your clothes, certain clothes cause disease and problem. The Most High is trying to eliminate all that by giving you the law. But now if someone tell you the law is inviting you to die, I don't think so. You understand? But again, life and death is in the power of the tongue. You understand? But it's up to who you love to listen to. As the Bible said, the kind of tongue you're going to listen to, that's what you're going to get. It's either tongue give life and death. If you listen to a tongue that give death, you're going to get death. If you listen to a tongue that promote life, then you live. You understand? I would highly advise you listen to someone that promote life. You understand? So anyone that telling you killing babies is right, that's not the law. You understand? The law never promote killing and dying. You see, that's the basics of the law, that we need to live. We need life. It's life. So is someone telling you God is okay with killing little babies, man, and killing aborting babies and things like that? No. The law, even if there's no verse that say thou shalt not abort baby, but we know the law is about what? Life. That's the key. The law is about living. So don't let nobody tell you that you should die or you should let things die. Sometimes, the only time the law promote death is if something become a menace to life. I'm going to repeat that. The only time the law will require death is if somebody or something present a risk for life. If you go out there killing people, then you're a menace. You're going to die. Right? If you go out there committing adultery, you may cause a whole strife in families fighting each other and people dying. You gonna die. See, this is why the only time the Lord would say that you shall kill him, he presents a menace for life. And sometimes you just gotta let one go so the whole town leave, right? Right? That's it. The bad apple, you gotta let the bad apple go. Sometimes it's necessary. You understand? If you don't let him go, he's gonna kill everybody. But the whole point of the Most High is that men should live. Okay, so any doctrine that promote otherwise and promote death, you should stay and die. That's not the Most High. You understand? And the only time you will die for the Lord, that's when you're standing for the Lord. You understand? Because you're standing for life. Sometimes you have to take death to stand for life. You understand? It's possible. I know it sounds like a contradiction, but sometimes you have to stand for life so you can preserve life. And take death for life. Like in the time of the Maccabees, Hanukkah, some of them had to die to preserve life. Because if they don't, death will take over everybody. Right? That's the only time. But the law generally requires that we live. So on that, brothers and sisters, choose life. You understand? But again, you will make your decision based on firm information and knowledge and research. You understand? To decide for yourself. The Bible don't say do and don't, right, when it comes to blood transfusion. But we bring to you the fact that what we know so far, and based on that, you can decide if you want to live or die. Right? What you got? Right. So, brother, talk about organs. Remember, I'm gonna touch on two. I'm gonna touch on. Can you give organs? To me, it's just like blood. It's really the same. If you take an organ, it's the same thing as blood. You understand?
Sometimes the body can reject it.
Right. It's really the same as blood. So yeah, I mean, in my opinion, not the Bible. Again, I see the Bible promote life based on living. I would say yeah. If you have to take an organ, take an organ. Don't let yourself die. You understand? Now, don't do crime to get an organ, because I know some people. They be looking at the DMV to see who match me, and I just send somebody to kill them and get the organs. You know that it's happening. You know, but if it's legal, get the organ, brother, and leave. Now, what about salvation wise? Remember, the Bible say this flesh and blood cannot inherit God's kingdom. Meaning, it's not talking about the kingdom of Israel. The kingdom of Israel, when we return as a people, that's the kingdom of the living. But we're talking about the kingdom, the everlasting kingdom, when you never die no more. Like when you become an angelic body, we got Matthew 22, verse 30, where it says, when you die, you'll become like angels of heaven. So you won't need that body no more in that organ. So even if you had an organ transplant, this is going to be useless. You understand? To what's coming next. You're going to lose all that. You're going to die and leave that behind. It's only your spirit. As it says in John 6:63, is the spirit that profit. The flesh profit nothing. So you take blood and organs. When you die, all of that gone. So that don't really matter at the end of the day. You know, I don't know if that answers your question. All praise to the Most High, Hashem Yahushai. Thank you for joining us. All those online, subscribe, support. We have the GoFundMe link under the description. So if the Most High bless you and you wish to, just go ahead and take your time and donate anything you can to our community so we can continue to increase both in number and in sharing the gospel around the world. Again, my name is Mr. Yeshua. May the Most High bless on you continually. Madim la panim ya loshalim, let's stand and face Jerusalem. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Rakata Hawa. Bashem. Hamashiach. Yahushai. Lanatan Lanu. Wayom. Hashabat. Bashalom. Borak. Israel. Selak. Israel. Toda. Amen. We praise the name of Yahweh for giving us this understanding and this lesson to remind us that the law is all about life, that we need to choose life and we need to choose wisely. We thank you for the understanding and the wisdom. We pray that it has impacted our people in every decision making in the future, that they may make it wisely, seeing that the Most High is the God of the living and not the God of the dead. Pray that you bless the community abundantly, that you increase the work of our hands, that you help us spread the ministry further, that we may move further. Give our leadership understanding, wisdom, and the resourcefulness we need to move forward. Give our members the willingness to help and contribute, that as a nation we may move forward and we can rebuild our kingdom in the fallen state of our people, which are in dire need. Pray that you continue to bless us with more wisdom, understanding. Thank you for what you've given us. Thank you for the future wisdom and understanding knowledge you will give us. We pray and ask all these things in the name of Yahushai, our Savior. Amen. Shabbat Shalom Yisrael. Shabbat Shalom Yaimu. Barak Hashem Yisrael. Hallelujah, Hashem, Yahweh. Shabbat Shalom, O Israel. Shabbat Shalom, Yaimu. Barak Hashem, Yisrael. Hallelujah, Hashem, Yahweh. In the Most High hand, hallelujah. All praises. Remember, donate.